misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers breaking all levels. The round pegs in the square holes, they don't fit but they shape souls. The ones who see things a little bit different, who bring back the past, make the future persistent. They fix the bugs, they break the security, making good old and new just work. You can quote them, disagree, glorify or vilify, but you'll see the only thing you'll never do is turn away or make them mute. They change things, they make the next step, they push the world and make it right. No respect for the status quo, they shake the ground, they steal the show, they break it apart and build it again. They don't ask why, they just begin. They don't follow, they design, rewriting fate, defying time. They dream in assembler, logic and think. They fix what's broken, make us link. You can quote them, disagree, glorify or vilify, but you'll see the only thing you'll never do is turn away or make them mute. They change things, they light the spark, they push the world out of the cause. Since the matrix behind the light, in rust and vinyl past rewrites, they find the gems in what was lost, they bring it back no matter the cost. They won't stop, they never fade, they turn the old into upgrades. Some may call them out of line, but progress proves them right. While some may call them crazy, we see the genius blazing. The ones who dream, the ones who do, the world moves forward 'cause of you. Because the people crazy enough to believe are the ones who make us dream. The ones who change the world, it's true, and maybe you're one of them too.
Welcome, everyone, to more coding. By the way, somehow does it need to go there? A little bit more centered things, maybe plus focused. I think we're relatively, actually, we're pretty focused today for some reason. Welcome, everyone. People want the browser, and eventually we will fix Firefox as well. Welcome, everyone. Mahlzeit. Moin, moin. Mahlzeit. Welcome, bonjour. Coffee is ready. Coffee's not ready. Coffee's still too hot. So, Arcticfox. We have, of course, probably, I guess we have, maybe even I packaged that. That is another old Firefox fork thing for old things. Ideally, I would want latest Firefox. Latest Firefox should theoretically work on PowerPC, but that is for another day. We spent already days and stuff. Basically, I currently don't have a 40-hour week of making Firefox on Big Onion. Great again. Eventually, we will do this. Share, like, and subscribe. So motivate me with Patreon. Actually, we have here quite some. That's my latest throw where we am with things. Also, last night, shout out last night, I updated flight gear. Might not yet fully built because my time is limited. So shout out there. Very few news sites have that, I believe. So also go and sign up here for free for our news site things. Because we try to do one good new thing a day. and usually not our own. Like going forward, obviously T2 was just released, so of course that, but otherwise I'm just curious. Google News, and of course don't forget to motivate me working on all these things on Patreon, or share, like, and subscribe here on YouTube and things. Also patches for flight gear and stuff. So flight gear, any news side? Because wait, what? I wanted news. Why is this not news? Interface and Simulink. So yeah, apparently not really a news, right? Like this is why, I mean, here's something, hey, flight gear 3, yeah. Anyway, 20, oh, this is easy, okay. Yeah, that is crazy, right? This is similar to our T2 news. By the way, I just called CEO doing CEO things. I just, no kidding, called Golem and Heise today, by the way. 20 years sent you press releases. What's up with your press release things? Let me just check, like, do we need to buy advertisements? Do we need to go golfing? How can we motivate you? Oh yeah, of course. Smartphone, doing smartphone. Yeah. Certificate as renewed. Please fully restart. Just checking if the assistance editorial stuff. Not that we live stream here and miss important emails. Checking for mail. So yeah, welcome. Let's do some stuff, Matic. And if any coder is here helping Chris, was just interested in issue with the dependency of missing. They have all things install command. Tried compiling G5. They have working won't compile something with NVDT not available. It cannot be compiled. We're trying to test it. x86 shows it. The channel issue. Okay, let's first Arcticfox, like gaming patches, and welcome. Maybe anyone of you wants to give like cool look, Matic, Foxtrot, or Notek. help Chris package this Chris game. Okay, so Arcticfox, it's probably been a while. I hope we have that. I didn't even check. Like professional CEO calls with media instead of checking morning things. So Arcticfox. Arcticfox, we have that. T2 update. Also, like, let's do this a modern way. Arcticfox. So they have a new release I've seen here. I believe that's without the date, should be this year, right? Like the modern stuff. The year is too expensive. Is this, does it mean Firefox 45 based? I have no, oh, this is the latest version. You have the latest version? Who updated that? Interesting. Okay, someone updated that, probably maybe data. Let's see if that just builds, and if we get, like, I mean, other people have that building for big endianess PowerPC stuff. Who worked on this? Data. That explains the thing. Data and more data. Okay, let's see how that goes. Let's first build it natively in this x86 throwaway VM. It's Arcticfox. Arcticfox. And see what happens. Alternatively, we could. What IP was it? 168 or stuff. 9268. Oh, come on. ISQ shall log in. Ah, here, maybe? No, not 81. Maybe 81. Let's hope it doesn't need totally old Python stuff. And It's probably so new, I don't have a secure shell key here. Because it's a serial console, and I like tmux, and tmux ain't no fun. I once deleted my whole system accidentally. So since then I've sworn to myself no more. Yeah. Also post-quantum secure shell stuff, right? Good. So then, because then we can tmux here, and what does this want? I'm not even sure if we ever built this. Maybe I packaged this, and does it have a... I really don't like to type this. See. Okay, yeah, that might have never... Maybe I packaged this in 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, like maybe we need a old brother thing. Coffee. Okay. Yeah, if we are unlucky, it needs Python 2. That would be really nah. So the problem with this old stuff is always how was building Firefox 10 years ago, right? Build tips. Board things, or Python 2.7, shit. That needs this. Like, this is the lame thing. Did we delete this shitty autoconf? Okay, that's already a downturner. Maybe. Maybe we deleted that. Damn it. Okay, so that's based on Pale Moon. Yeah, Pale Moon already needed Python 2. Why do they base this off of Pale Moon? I mean, so many forks, and at the end, okay, we could also... I think someone checked that to build, right? Because that, I'm pretty sure that needed Python 2. And then this shit can break randomly. I hate these 2 Python versions. Nothing good ever came out of that. Thank you very much. So much too quickly building this, and I don't understand why those people, I mean, highly motivated people, even other Linux distributions at times, the one other Linux distribution that still wants to support Big Indian PowerPC a little bit, like, why were no efforts made to bring this to Python 3 and not AutoConf 2.1.3? Like, this would be my first quality of life improvement. Sure, does it suck? Yes. But Firefox also was ported off of it, right? I don't understand people's priorities. Like, why keep totally old shit around to build old... yeah. Okay, Pale Moon. And then people, why does it not build in T2? It's like, yeah, have you seen the build requirements for this stuff? 3.7, wonderful. Moonchild Productions. Oh, hell. Here is some Pale Moon. What course download thing is that here? 3370 latest from last 3.3. Okay, the data also updated. I think someone, maybe me, or Foxtrot. Foxtrot updated this even 3.3.7, not too long ago. So this should be a proper cache. I only Python. Oh yeah, Python 2, yes. Okay, that once upon a time on February 10th was supposed to build. But it doesn't. Do we have Py? Oops. Maybe because it's not enabled by default. Yeah, it's a little bit of a safeguard of random people not installing, like not breaking the Python system. I'm basically a decade later, nobody should even use that. It's basically secret to unlock that. Let's see what that breaks. And that's why we do all this development in a throwaway VM. Okay, someone liked my post on Blue Sky. Yeah, the only reason for the social media, I don't even like Blue Sky. Some open alternative liked your blog about flight gears. It's amazing. Yeah, it's somehow crazy. I mean, theoretically, I basically should automate that, like one click. And hello, welcome everyone. Hello everyone. One click post on all platforms. Also, yeah. I even logged into Facebook today just to promote my Medium thing. Once a year, logging into Facebook to promote some random shit. Let's see, does that build like that? Let's test with Paymoon because that was this GTK doc. Oh, this is just that. Okay, that is just false rebuilding. XML. Let's quickly fix this to get rid of this. And yes, so this is the last polishing. Yesterday I made a tree-wide substitute of cleaning code style. In general, I said yes, I violate my own rules, which is why I procrastinated that 20 years, or at least 10 years. But I wanted to do that similar to other things. I thought like, okay, let's finally do it once. Because the problem with that is, I mean, of course, I caused some 4 or 5 regressions. We fixed them already. But so the problem with that is it disturbs history, right? If you merge and git blame, you constantly have this tree-wide code cleanup things. Okay, that fixed that. Amazing. But anyway, I wanted to do it once, like a once of lifetime, like basically my opinion, like less quotes, in my opinion, cleaner style. I wanted to do that now because I have hopes. We have already new developers. I have hopes for more developers. Okay, GDK, object inspection, thank you very much. Can never have too much object inspection. Yeah, we will probably the next 12 months. Let's see how much popularity goes. It's always it's always a chicken and egg problem, right? Not more users and developers when stuff is not perfect, and to make stuff perfect, you need more developers and users. Yeah. So yesterday, tree-wide substitute. I hope you like this cleaner code. In my opinion, it's basically how you would live with less quotes, how you would write it on the command line yourself as a developer. It's probably GTK. What is our package name? GTK +2 or stuff. Let's see if that builds needs more GR stuff of can never introspect stuff enough. I thought better now than later. Like, not yet that many users and developers. Yes, for one day, yes, that it was annoying, but it is what it is. But hey, at least I tested it. Now, of course, Pango. Now we need to GR rebuild. We makes this better. So I yesterday also marked even more optional dependencies. As usually, I built some random stuff yesterday, basically testing my own tree-wide substitute. Let's rebuild random stuff again. Half bus, of course. Half bus. These are typos. Yes, maybe the 2 are it already, then do it. Yeah, but as I hate it, and in my opinion, not good style tree-wide substitute. But I wanted to do it again. I wanted to do that once before we become more popular. And also, if through news I want that people look at the code base and think, wow, that's clean. I want to work with this, right? This is why. Sure, the quoting doesn't change the world, but like basically one last polishing thing here, 5 years live on Twitch and YouTube. So let's see what Arcticfox and Pale Moon can do for us. Amazing. Then let's see if that is enough for GDK. So again, I have ideas how to make this better, right? We could split this GS stuff and we could dependency select GS stuff then, so that this GS stuff would build that package. There are multiple ways to do that. Okay, maybe it has all introspection debs now. And then let's see. Okay, no, it doesn't. ATK, what? I think it's AT SPI 2 core, some cursed package name like that or stuff. My system currently has an uptime, so with reduced memory overclocking stuff, it's indeed up 9 days, but that doesn't mean we're still battling my AM5 instability. But I had 9 days already. It's pretty solid. I mean, yeah, I mean, you you can't say it's pretty solid when before you had already 9, 10, 11, 12 days. Basically, if we're approaching 30 days, like 1 month suspend resume, that would be a new record. I think basically everything over 14 days would probably be a new record. Okay, not ideal, just this GTK update, like we probably want to rename that, patch welcome to rename that. I think GTK2 update icon cache or stuff, but I think for today, okay, okay, now we better. I hate all those, like, how many GTK versions do you need? It's pale moon, pale. Wait, what? Did I control C that and so? How did this happen? So I'm not sure about this Python 2 stuff. The last time I had Python 2 in my system, it mixed here Python passes. Only once. Why is zip not? Why is this not a dip? Does it only check and not use it? But it continues, so it must be using the Python 2. GTK. Okay, the funny thing is, okay, we can build, I mean, we have GTK 2, but we can. So I don't need this plugin. Thought we have that. Crazy things. Okay, but let's make every random live stream here win. Actually, we have that here already. NP, is it a typo? And no, NP, AP, that's not a typo. Why is this not a? No, it is odd. Why did we even bother? Did I somehow override and ignore it? Interesting. This is already perfect. T2 package perfect, just core developer operating. I wonder if that really builds in 2 minutes. I have my doubts, but let's see. Whoa, did we configure? I wonder if Pale Moon is also not yet Rust. It really starts to build. Can you believe? The question is then, what is better and more popular? If Arcticfox also bases off of Pale Moon, should we then rather ship Pale Moon? I mean, we can have both packages, obviously, but I mean, basically, I guess it comes down to what builds more consistently easier and is more often updated, I guess. That is not because we like the name or we like the people. It's basically decisions should always be purely technical of what works better for us. Okay, we could already then see what does Arcticfox do. T2 in Arcticfox. Now that we have. Do I not type the C, or does my keyboard not want to type C? How many minutes are we in? Okay, it's already fair to say this build time estimate is off. Oh, Arcticfox starts to Arcticfox? Oh, that's okay, that was short-lived. What is with my Arcticfox here? Okay, that's probably you're using the wrong syntax error, wrong Python. That's why I wanted to test at Pale Moon then. That's probably meaning let's copy some things from Pale Moon. Or we could fence spin down. Basically diff Pale Moon Arcticfox. This is probably copied from the problem is, okay, you know what, let's just cat this on top of. Cause merging is pointless. Way too much time for. So Python. Actually, we had here Python 2. Maybe some Python paths here. Okay, Pale Moon did Pale Moon. Okay, that build time is significantly longer. I only wonder why. What's with zip? Zip is not in here. Probably didn't even use it then, huh? Does it check for that and gzip? Okay, I maybe patch it away the next time we see it. I mean, the only other thing, though, honestly. Ah, this is optipale. Where is the prefix? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's not really how we do it. Who hard-coded it there? Let's do that proper. So if a target, oops, if it's auto, then no, I don't know. It's better test that this works. Even if uncommitted changes. Okay, basically cat the new version because we just improved it. And so give all their browsers their opt space. Arcticfox. The question is, what enable application do they want? Do they have their own Arctic? Where do they have build guide? Here's a build guide. Ah, no, build Gradle. Here, resources build. Okay, let's see. Build Linux Pimon references. It has Arcticfox, I guess. They don't say here, right? Okay, maybe only Mach package will create the packages, so maybe we should patch this zip test away there. T2 is very good in finding unused steps. And welcome there. We're doing okay, thank you. How are you doing? I have the suspicion they have enabled Arcticfox, but let's see. Arc or none, but see what it does. Oh, that failed. Yay. Palemoon bin Python too? What? Maybe this is why someone did this strange. That is funny. Ah, here. They need this trailing slash there. There is. Maybe that is why someone hard-coded the prefix differently. And welcome everyone. No, this really is not having it. Opt Palemoon bin no such, like why? Why does it do that? Didn't really want to mess with that though. That is bizarre. Okay, then let's not do that. That should be done. Basically another day. Basically more patches welcome. I cannot make everything perfect. Not sure what this does. If you want to debug this, enable X-trace and stuff, right? It's a typo. Fix pale moon Python here. Cache mostly for better build time. Then, okay, cat this again, because it still didn't work. Let's try that one with Arcticfox. Arcticfox. Don't even have B-top here. Cannot find pale moon. I did forgot to. I had changed this, but I overwrote the file again. Arcticfox. Okay, let's call it Fox. Don't need to cheap out here on 3 characters. Okay, let's verbose so we see something. Did I? Arcticfox. Arctics. Writing difficult. Spelling. Where are my spell checkers? Will that do? Cannot find Arcticfox. Okay, let's not specify this. I'm too bored to check. They probably don't build with that. Didn't see that here usually. I mean, worst case it builds. I mean, they probably have changed this config stuff to default to whatever. Like maybe they just use a upstream browser or maybe not. On option, enable dev tools. Dev tools. Okay. Yeah, now it's rinse and repeat until this options. Also like why has every, yeah, if people would just bundle their resources and work together, AV1, like this is really, I mean, is this just older shit or what? Like, would be cool if it would give me a list of 10 things it doesn't like, but nah, let's epic thread website. Let's maybe, oh yeah, max size, let's 100 megabyte or so. BFS. Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to try, so yeah, no JXL. I mean, maybe all the other stuff. Knows. I really wish there were better. Yeah, not invented here. Everyone, like with Linux distributions, right? And PAPI, that's unfortunate. And PAP, maybe it needs GTK2 then. If it's even older than Pale Moon. Yeah, autoconf to 3. Ah, damn it. Yeah, as documented. So I deleted that because I was so happy that we don't need it anymore. Maybe I had it in contrib or attic. What autoconf 1.2? What precisely? Autoconf 2.13. Was it 2? I was so happy to finally delete that. Damn, how should I find? Why does this take so long? Here, right here, apparently finally comes here, 2021, and we need to restore the shit. Thank you very much. Pity. Problem is, might not even build anymore. 20-year-old garbage. Where did we? P0s. Package develop. Nothing like undeleting old shit. Wonderful. Um, any better styles since then? So this we just cleaned up yesterday. Let's move it straight to Attic. This is so lame, in my opinion. Like, it can't be that difficult. You can't tell me it's so that difficult to port it to some newer autoconf. Why does this fail? Ah, here. This shit. We got damaged. Just removed it the other day. Okay, YOLO autoconf. Does this shit work? Or did this fail? Is that how we had that? Program suffix 213. Okay, let's see, Arcticfox, what you doing now? Do you want it like that, or do you want to like it with a dash? Do you want something entirely different? Okay, does that mean it autoconfed? But now it says it wants GTK2. Yeah, building old shit is not a joy. Not sure why. I mean, I deleted that, but previously didn't find that. Let's hope it finds it. Yeah, working with old cursed stuff, it is a joy. Okay, so basically we can commit this other thing already, unfortunately. Which commit was it even? Yeah, gone from the Mozilla code base, but not from Arcticfox. Yay, the future is now. T2 CL package dig. Revert that. Revert that, removed autoconf into package. Actually, I think we have package attic unfortunately still needed for. Yeah, you can't mix this shit up. It is what it is. What should I do? Okay, let's fake that. I'm not interested in that today. Like if patch welcome or this shared file. First, we have the actual things to get working. What does that thing do now? Yeah, rinse and repeat. It's like maybe to clean off all the failed Arctic build things. So did we update that too much? Is that so wrong? Is that too new? Is it so it wants GTK to 0? Package config package config. Wait, what does it not have a package config thing? This does not have a PC file? Why not? Why does this not have a PC file? Why is all this shit happening? You're freaking kidding me. Why is everything so shitty? Like why? I mean, all this like 25 freaking years autoconf garbage. I really don't like typing Arcticfox. I don't understand. I mean, it has a little bit funny cross-build package config for some reason. Why does it not, or, wait. Maybe it doesn't because it, why is it error loading? Oh, it doesn't load that here for some reason. That is actually, it didn't fully install. Was this just some LD config away? What the heck? The software development thing apparently is really... Yeah, I faked this too. Okay. Large browser for beginning RISC-V systems. Yes, unfortunately, currently Arcticfox, but we will... I had relatively new Firefox building, so it's Arcticfox, unfortunately. But in any, basically the low-hanging fruit of having anything which, I mean, maybe this, or not maybe, probably this Arcticfox anyway better than latest Firefox because a decade older, so higher performance for old systems. But of course, any live stream, any work on our T2 Linux, a win. Also, I didn't pin that right for... Is already pinned. Oh, I pinned it. If you're new to our channel, right, T2 freaking Linux, it only does everything, and no, also Arcticfox, unfortunately, but we will work on other things too. Does this again fail? No, there is a PC. It failed, but now, okay, like here, it didn't even LD config. It's like, yeah, silly things. Okay, maybe fix this again, not to have it constantly rebuild. Okay, wherever. Let's try this again. Recently built Oasis Linux, fully stack system. We'll try it soon. Why do you all guys like static stuff? I'm not a static bullpen, but why don't you just use T2 Linux? Some stupid guy sits here all day and fixes everything. Error occurred appears to be part of possible to have stumbled on what's this doing here, shouldn't. Or does it fail in you shouldn't run uname? You should not run uname traceback config status in error occurred while processing libuv. The error appears to be part of the Moss build front-end reader person module. The legitimate bug. Reader things. Good that these tracebacks are always such a joy to read, right? WebRTC. It is possible. Call here. Call to uname sed returned. What? A call to uname -m returned while trying. I think that is just that we really don't want packages to use uname, because you really shouldn't use a host uname. Like this is like it's totally wrong. Like why the T2 is the only Linux distribution fighting uname. Like don't do uname. We tell you PowerPC, do PowerPC. Don't run them uname. So jib input. So do we have a patch for that for Pale Moon? Uname wrapper. I don't have high hopes that this will common jib WebRTC. Actually, maybe it will. Apply. Okay, let's first try if it applies from before I copy this. What is even the bloody name? Is it like Mozilla or what? Oh, capital. Wonderful. Patch P1. Please tell me. No. What? Media WebRTC. Okay, what is we do that and say that? Wonderful. So probably need an older. Okay, uname. It's only dev null. Okay, we can do that ourselves without too much hassle. Wait, what? Where's uname? Okay, let's take a look at the actual error. Is this one trying to load? Is it in this one or what? Maybe it is some shared chip thing. Where did it? read front-end chip reader of reticulating splines config status. I mean, might also be something entirely different, but traceback reader emitter list definitions raised by my found front end reader error while processing. What's the problem with that? What's its problem here? Why does the what? Was das developer Microsoft? Not any tech expertise. That's why for dumb question. Those was not developer Microsoft. They purchased this from Seattle Computer Whatnot as quick and dirty. QDOS, quick and dirty operating system. A cheap CP, also clone. Did you know there's an article on Arcticfox about latest T2Links? Yes, I've noticed. Thank you very much for noticing. I sent them for years press releases and finally they published it. Maybe 9 to 5 Linux, better Linux sites than Phoronix. I also called Heise and Golem, the big German IT news things, and asked them what does open source project need to do. Is it more than have a good system and send you press releases? I mean, yeah, they probably not publish this within in a minute of calling them, but like nothing like quickly checking. Yeah, but thanks for noticing. Also, you could write Phoronix because it's silly that they post so much random, maybe release candidate, random change, deletion, but T2 Linux, yeah, that's too technical and not that. Yeah, I also submitted because after 2 days not mainstream media, I also self-submitted to Slashdot. Last year we were like 2 or whatnot times published there on Slashdot, which is amazing. It's like 2024, and you are more often on Slashdot than on freaking Phoronix. Shall I say more about the state of that totally biased news? Wannabe news site? Yeah. I probably need to look into what makes NixOS great for you and copy the few remaining features so that more Nix users can migrate to Linux. Yeah, diagnostics, right? Recurring theme here. If diagnostics would not be like diagnostics important and the only substitute for diagnostics are better diagnostics, because where is that going? So raised by file line read front and reader pi of why you saw part of things possible. I mean, why print this instead of printing funny messages? Can you not tell me error occurred by processing that? Traceback. Why is Python stuff so shitty to read? I don't understand this. I mean, I have a suspicion it might be related to this, but it could also be just random, but most front-end reader build read error processing must build file. Read module metadata. Params parallel. I mean, no, here actually it's call to uname. We're trying to load. I mean, okay, here's call to uname. It must be that. Otherwise, I mean, it's super. Here's chip input expand vars. It must be that. Okay, it's like Python stuff so shitty. You need to grep for it. Thank you very much. Grep chip. What was it? Chip. Actually, here is this is this one here. Man, this is toolkit WebRTC. Here it is. Media. Why did we try? Come on. Okay, whatever. YOLO. Here it is. I finally found it. So, yeah, stuff. Outputting a warning, can't process it anymore. Must be quality Python engineering. This is also the nearly only stuff that errors out like this. Like every other system, we print a standard error like, hey, please really don't do this. Nearly every other thing not bothering of standard error, but Python, Mozilla stuff like, how dare you have a warning of not using that. So yeah. Let me just, okay, let's build this already. While what is a pale moon? Just union wrapper. Okay. And of course it still fails. What does it still? I mean, yeah, it really like why does this shit run so much uname? Like that is why we're warning, right? Like we're warning because like, hey, really, please, like pretty please, like please not, like no, like please stop it. What like in Arcticfox, hey, we cross-built for old PowerPC, but uname galore, right? Like yeah. I would like to be good of programming like you. I'm trash. I'm sorry to hear that, but maybe watch videos and learn things and get better every day again. So what does fail? No, warning, more warning, and error in, what even is here? The error, unresolved type, media keys, what the heck? File? I mean, that is a crazy stuff, right? Like this is the vintage browser maintained by other vintage experts, and the DOM bindings, read-only attribute media. Like what the fuck even? Like why? Exec running, like why does this, like the oldest shit and not having, but this is, no, it's web IDL. I have no idea what that is about. What? Firefox code dumps on run builds, okay. Can't disable this or else compilation errors. Disable EME. What is it even? Other words don't what? Disable? Alright, this wasn't it done correctly, so commenting this. What? In other words, don't use enable optimize O2. If you do record them on start, enable optimize alone is fine. So what the heck? Are you freaking kidding me? Can't disable this or all unresolved type web ID. That's precisely what we are getting, I think. Home Emacs? Enable, I mean, should we just try enable EME? Of all things? Yeah. I just, I wonder if we have anything in there. Was it EM? We don't have it. By the way, I wonder if we just need browser. Browser. Wait, what? Ah, this is also the wrong one. I really don't like to type the C there. So Arcticfox wasn't it? Maybe they just have browser. Let's see. Or like we don't care. I don't know. Here's disable accessibility. I don't know. It could also be this one here then, huh? I mean, theoretically it shouldn't be that hard-coded, but... Okay, let's try if it's disable accessibility and otherwise we rebuild with the other. This using Python also. What is this using Python? I know I installed Python 2.7 old stuff here. Do you debug your stuff with AI? I usually don't debug with AI. Like, why should I waste like I don't need random I don't need a baby that is AI. I don't need a toddler telling me random things. So no, why should I bother? Like even Google finds no matches. It's not like this stuff will tell me, yeah, this old version of Arcticfox. Like it's not like AI will tell me this old version of Arcticfox needs that option to build, right? Is it still is media keys? So let's enable EME and see what happens. I don't have the highest hopes, but also like we have that random stuff here from Pale Moon. So wait, did we? I mean, previously Arcticfox did not build, so I guess everything I overwrote here probably was just random from. I mean, I don't think I probably I did this right. I probably just copied whatever old Firefox. So. Yeah, I don't understand so many other vintage people using this. Why does it not just work? That is just hysterically hilarious. So what else do they say here? Yasm things at least. Do they have here? No, so they only configure with system. Does it this time? No. This does not. So I have basically no idea. So much to that is basically asking a toddler, either Google or AI. Gen 2 Arch still have might. Yeah, I have not Arc. Do they have something like that? How old is that? 2020. Anyone with which or maintainer? What do you mean with or maintainer? We are basically our own maintainer. Or you mean the original author? But like so, if you mean writing the original, writing the upstream author, like I want this stuff building ASAP, not like I'm not looking for a 2-week email. Like also like you write people you never hear back. Like the only substitute for asking other people is just fixing shit yourself. So, packages tool for Arcticfox config bin. Where do they also have like Arcticfox? What even is that? Configuration tools, vape battery mods, Arctic. Okay, that's something entirely different. Maybe they don't have a package. Maybe asking other Linux for package, like does Alpine? Arcticfox make rumors. That's going well. Missing header. Thank you very much. Okay. Nothing like fixing. Basically, if the internet doesn't know, we need to fix it ourselves. Don't be confused with the tool for web battery things of, yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe we can patch something away. So what's going on? 161. Rule number 1, if shit fails, patch it away. Media keys. So encrypted media. Encrypted media extension. Do they have here longer? What's their... If in doubt, first disable. Let's see what happens. And then step by step. Does this start to build with it commented out? Okay, let's see how long this thread rips. If it doesn't thread rip long. CMD proxy, CCDM proxy. Never seen that in my life. Like in 25 years, I thought I have seen everything, and then some old brother. How about CDM proxy age? What the heck? Uh-huh. Some that stuff. Uh-huh. Maybe that's the same thing with this meteor thing. Because that sounded... Okay, and what if we wouldn't want that? What must be config key? Like, never seen that, you all. Probably better that I've never seen that. That is in Meteor. Just include Meteor encoder in CDM. Do they not say line? Line. There's line 11 or so. EME. This is freaking EME. Mods EME. This is EME. Okay, we're getting somewhere. How to disable? Mods EME. Auto config here. Okay then. Either we quickly check, is there any other... Is there any config key or set config mods EME mods configure? What is a bloody config? Mods toolkit set config. When is it? I've never... Arcticfox. Oh, my typing is allergic against this here. My muscle memory for typing Arctic appears to be 0. So the copied this. Let's maybe grab it once more. I don't. What? This is my typing. I know. Best is dash over. So that's objects, though. Config mods, EME modules, bytepoint. I mean, like EME1, but modules empty. Where would be the bloody autoconf thing? Where does it originate from? So that's like basically exclude. Objects. And here is. Here is disable support for Apple platform decoder support. What? Okay, it's something else. Here's EME. Enable support. NARC's choices. Did we try disable EME? So how does it work here? We have here choices, enabled bool value origin default, enabled or FMP4 requires fragmented MP4 support. If enabled, enable depends. Return list. Where is this EME coming from? That is bizarre. Why is this code always so like, I would say this is really near to read. Where is this EME value coming from? If value origin default, then like the default is enabled or I mean, we try disable, I would say. So as usual, somehow a little bit like, does any one of you think? Don't think we try disable. Yeah, think whatever I tried. Wait, we tried, did we try disable? We tried enable, right? But if this built for other, I mean, who would want that on their vintage? I mean, to watch Netflix on their G5? Hmm. Um, but hey, we made progress. Instead of not configuring, we at least start. How long did it previously build? But this is kind of stuff like, how does it build for other people? I mean, sure, if you maybe have the headers in your system, I mean, maybe they built with this for, I mean, but the reality is also, yeah, I mean, this is, did you ask the internet, get random messages that do not match our reality here? This is why usually I don't even Google that much. Usually I just basically Googling for unsuccessful answers, for non-matching answers, took longer than just grabbing it. So basically don't, but I mean, yeah, also good luck asking. It's not like any AI was trained on the internet. I was like, it's not AI. Large language large language models. What's going on? We make browsers, we make RISC browsers, reduced instruction set browsing, great again. And large language models trained with incorrect forum pose that are very rare. Like the chances that the large language model, the fuzzily compressed large language model has just this one random answer that's even wrong in its fuzzy large language model database thing is probably next to zero. But yeah, I think it didn't build. Oh, the build was freaking success. Hey, look at that. A browser so small it builds in what, 3 minutes? Whoa, we have Arcticfox. Can you freaking believe? Arcticfox. So unfortunately, amazing. That freaking totally built. Yoo-hoo! Shit and shit out, yeah. Unfortunately, my Q, yeah, you know what's also buggy? QXL is also. Oh, look at the did IVNC errors. Let's maybe use a better let's use a better enlightenment browser for views. Can also already, this should start TWM, except this is probably with where even was it? Shared exit. Yeah, it's we fixed a recently bug. But no, it's done already anyway. Do we need the version in there? Yay, look at that. Menu generation complete. A little bit more eye candy for you. So Arcticfox, like how you would run it on your vintage, right? T2 Linux with the best processing. Why Xorg still laggy with tier 3 option? I don't know. Arcticfox, did we, where is it? In opt Arctic. Core dumped. Yay. I think they mentioned don't optimize it as much, huh? That's off to a good start. It doesn't, compared to Firefox, Firefox only segmentation faults or otherwisely core dumps on Big Endian. What a progress! Arcticfox, may I present to you Arcticfox, a vintage browser that does not just build, and if it builds, it segmentation faults, even on x86. Yay! Okay, T2 CI Arcticfox for, yes, we see there. Yeah, we need to check. Like, the good thing is it builds so fast, like this old shit builds so fast, we can easily rebuild it. A couple of times fix Arcticfox to actually, finally, years later, nobody has done that for me. Finally fix Arcticfox, actually compile and cache. Yay, the future is now, the future of segmentation faulting. So let's rebuild this. Let's instantly, so that crashed. What happens if we build it with less optimizations? They somehow say optimization not safe, right? Like, so if we, what happens without okay, lazy is, wait a second. We have, what would be none? I don't even know what none is. I mean, we could G, that's only, or does, oh no, I think it's called debug. Let's see what happens with that one here. What are Arcticfox? Let's see if, and first of all, so this has Firefox. Hey, look at this, Firefox works. Yay. But that's x86. Also, is your Linux also so cool and stuff like that? If that ain't the coolest Linux distribution, then I don't know what is. By the way, I run T2 Linux. I think we should change, just because I saw it. Why is our stuff increasingly perfect? Because every small thing I patch. I don't quite like that this is overly specific there. That looks a little bit out of place. So that is somehow, they call it 16, right? For some, basically, let's hardcode here 16. How do we install? Do they still call it 16? How do they call enlightenment? How do they call that in the meantime? Once upon a time, whatever DR developer release, how do they call this thing now? Just enlightenment? Enlightenment team things. Things. What do they call this? So E17, just E17 and then E16. Okay, you know what? Let's call this thing here E17. And let's call it E17 here, basically enlightenment E17. Actually, enlighten It's also a little bit EFLE is the series of E17 written in EFL E16. Tja, I also don't know. Should we version E, enlightenment E? Because we have here 16. Actually, the name shouldn't be in here. Then it's not as duplicate because like so listings would show enlightenment and then also like is it Wayland already? Okay, probably maybe whatever. Further polishing welcome, patches welcome. So like just this version triggered me there. That was a little bit verbose and stuff. Do you see this fully? Probably not. Improve. Maybe one last typo, nothing over deleted, no quotes, no nothing last minute broken without testing. So rebuild with less optimization. Does it still crash? Oh, it doesn't crash. Optimization really freaking breaking it. Congratulations. What's GCC6 and up here to disable some optimizations? Yes, I've seen this. Thank you, Detlef. I've seen that. I just wanted to first build it. Then I guess with that being said, look at that. That even works surprisingly. Okay, the CSS menu. What does this? Wait, does I don't actually know this actually works surprisingly. Yeah. Go figure. Beauty. Who would have thought? For all those PowerPC lover. I think so next. Yes, I've seen that. It's I've seen that in there. I first wanted to see if that's real and whatnot. But thank you for the notes. I had it still somewhere open here. Here with Optimi, I've seen that. Start with 0. So things disable, no null pointer checks, no lifetime. These needs to be disabled. Configure ship should detect and set them for you, which often doesn't. Also cannot set. These cannot be set. Try Clang 01. Also, like, tell me your code base is stinking old shit of garbage when, like, if you optimize it, it starts to crash. Yay. No delete, no pointer checks, no lifetime DSE, new schedule instance to. Disable precompiled startup cache is needed since otherwise it fails to start even without taking in account of package failure. Okay, then let's see if we can. The question is also, can we LTO that? Smarter and Arcticfox. So no other package in the T2 universe needs this, but this old browser optimize it less, otherwise it falls apart. Yay, Arctic. Oh yeah, right. Here, so like code quality. I mean, I understand it's a hobby project, and they also don't want to look into that cursed stuff. Yes, I understand. So var append things here of maybe group like that or so, and then var and GCC append things, at least for, so let's see, does it work? Then is cross compilation. Ah, shit. Okay. I mean, Firefox did build cross build for years in T2, so, and I guess some people might have ever. Let's see if it cross builds. So if that cross builds, I mean, how long did this even build? Hey, look at this, 3 minutes. I mean, yeah, decades of bloat. Go figure, 10+ year old code base stuff builds 4 times faster. Who would have thought? I think until we fix Firefox. I mean, we will never fix the latest Firefox for Itanium or Deck Alpha. Did you see this Linux magazine? Yes, I've seen that. Thank you. I had sent it to them, but yes, so I've seen that. Appreciate this. I even posted that to our. Did I not post this in our Discord? I thought I posted that in our Discord. I thought I posted that here. 9 to 5. Linux magazine. Yeah, this one, right? I'm working on Heise and Golem. I literally called. I was joking. CEO doing CEO things. I literally called. What's my name? Yeah. Chrome update. Thank you. We'll do this later, Matic. And since Wine crossbuild doesn't you said this. Wait, this is missing? No, not really. I would need to debug this. I appreciate all the feedback, but I'm busy debugging everything else. Like basically a little bit patches welcome. A little bit self-debugging. I mean, either how to debug, look into the make files, look into configure, look into the make files. If you know previous version build like diff the sources, like diff-urn, wine old version, wine new version, and look what they changed there. Basically, actually, I need 8. So that means you're saying, like, where do we arms 64 user bin wine config thing? So you're saying user bin wine? I need a wine unit test if that breaks. Because we need a unit test. So Arcticfox optimized. Does it work? Oh, look at this. Currently, yeah, whatever. Okay. T2 CI take works. The C really ain't my friend here. What makes Arctic Fox to just sec for modern? Yeah, it's good to know, right? Then I'm curious. What did we do with LTO things here? Nick, who's even that? Maybe you should. So I have the suspicion LTO will break it, as it usually does with code bases. So let's LTO and do that again. Then I guess what we really want is ship it on older Linux distributions, right? On architectures, especially on those. I mean, yeah, if you have a 600 megahertz DEC Alpha or PowerPC, yeah, you obviously don't want to build it. I mean, plus you need Python 2. We don't even ship Python 2 by default. Yeah, basically, I mean, the answer is simple. If we want everyone with vintage and retro hardware fall in love and use T2 Linux, we need to ship it out of the box. Of course. So then, unfortunately, this means I need Python on my build server. That sucks. So I'm a little bit hungry. Should we open nuts or actually I have some yogurt in the fridge, which I don't remember when I opened. I think I need to start to write the date I opened the yogurt in the office. Not that I have the suspicion it might be open some more days. Wine 10 so it's AMD 64 Wayland. Yeah, we have some latest wine thing. Let's hope that doesn't build anything. So like basically, unfortunately, let's ruin my build server by installing Python 2 and autoconf 113 or whatever that curse shit was. Yeah. Let's ignore that. And this one we need to force. Let's force it the cheap way. It's hard override. Just do it. We might need then an older GTK, right? I hope this Python doesn't break anything off my precious server scene. So yeah, this is a stopgap, right? Just to, as basically faking it like Elon Musk until we make it. Why fix Firefox? Why fix latest Firefox? Which I spent already 40 hours the last 3 years of like every other quarter is like, okay, let's continue looking into big endian Firefox breakage, like what, but we need Arcticfox if, like even if we fix it eventually, like maybe next quarter, we still would need Arcticfox for stuff like DEC Alpha and Itanium. We don't even have a RISC port. This is not ordered appropriately. And as modules, okay, so take Fox. I mean, it could be, let's take a look into the, what does it precisely? Maybe, is this the elfhack thing, or where does it even, and is modules or not in, oops, freaking error. I hate this stuff of you don't even freaking see where. Okay, basically probably not easy to fix, probably. I mean, unless, do they have this elfhack thing here? Actually, warning, it does warning elfhack, disabling elfhack. It's already disabled. Okay. So no LTO. Who is maintaining Arcticfox? Several engineers are maintaining protection Arctic foxes, like AI. You had one job. AI hallucinating stuff. Yeah. I mean, Ladybird is just, it's crazy that they, I mean, you know what we need? We also need $1 million donation. Yeah, I'm not particularly amazed by what, also like, I would prefer more if they wouldn't use skier and whatnot of, It's like name stuff so that maintained by who credits the Paramount team browser and web browser to things. Yeah, it was there already. So let's see, right? What name does he? I guess that. Is it also GNU-step? Is this the one who totally is this the one who got totally mad and harassed me for a year? How untrue my YouTube video of like very, I don't know, because there was someone who was really did I at the end blocked him? No, I think, yeah, this GNU-step guy totally freaked off. Like, and my video wasn't even that negative. I only mentioned like, hey, the download here doesn't even work, right? And the prefix packaging is little. I mean, it's not. I didn't sit there like everything is shit. Like I always said, like wow, they don't like. My biggest complaints in this. Well, I'm live updating packaging and stuff you GNU-step, and I'm not allowed. Like, they didn't list their own freaking download on their bloody website. I mean, maybe some person passed away, but that's also not my thing. Like, some 6 months download wasn't on their website. And then he harassed me for months. How dare I say this? It's like, it was like this. It's like, and how dare you freak out over you didn't list your own download? I'm just like, and then also, you deleted my message. I did not delete a single message of this guy. Look at that. I did not. He got like, you censor me. You delete my message. Like, no, I didn't delete anything. Like, if YouTube auto deleted something, like all the stuff is here. Also, I had the suspicion he deleted his messages because usually YouTube auto delete. Like sometimes I get a notification comment. Strange comment. I go there and it's auto deleted, right? Like if YouTube auto deletes it, I can do nothing. It's just gone, right? But I think he deleted his own comment because I've seen his comment. I commented on his comment, and then because I was like that's not true. It was this and this, and then he deleted his own comment and accused me of deleting his comment. It's like, no, I did not delete a single freaking comment of you. You deleted it probably most likely yourself. People. GNU-step main. What is a GNU-step? I had a suspicion that was the official GNU-step maintainer. Was one like, which is also hilarious. That the official GNU-step maintainer, former, and so who is now? GNU-step chief maintainer. Okay, so it's probably not the same person because I had the suspicion maybe it's like someone with the name GNU-step on YouTube is really strange. Sorry to say this. Like, how dare I made a promotional video of like, hey, GNU-step is still around. I'm surprised that he lists GNU-step there, but apparently does. It's apparently some other guy. So shout out there, amazing things. I only wonder what name I should put on there now. GNU-step now has badges. Amazing. When did they do that? 2023. Cool. I'm happy you still do that. Despite strange, unpleasant comments on there. And who is that? Okay, that is someone else who previously has done that. The question is, how long is this stuff still around? I don't know. It's always like making stuff build and then sooner or later they delete it anyway. But for the moment it is there. It's probably the previous. Do they want any proper name in there? Because each time I don't quote those people, how dare you steal our browser? You didn't even put our name there. Yeah, your name is not there. But because always looking up names takes as long as would they have. Okay, YOLO, I guess precise enough. Should I? What's that there? How dare you don't put my correct name there? Mark mask LTO or disable LTO for Arcticfox and update author. Then I guess we need the older browser, right? So let's see. We have like alpha. Let's see what Arcticfox better than, yeah. That is, you would think the Ladybird people in the meantime would have a stable base that at least renders old-fashioned websites stable, but yeah. Priorities. Again, I would also appreciate if there is a broader code base not using Skia or stuff. Okay, what does it want? System for with that totally didn't go well. With pthreads specified for system without pthread support. Why do you think you don't have pthread? Unsupported elf machine. What do you do there? Checking for create in. What the heck? Did nobody ever try to cross-build that? Alpha GNU things IEEE things gold conf test of gold LD unsupported architecture elf machine number. What the heck? Okay, let's try to do that for. Did we build PowerPC? I think we built PowerPC. Ladybird is pre-alpha. Yeah, still. Also, like it was working. Like it doesn't excuse like stuff easily built as packaged and configured into two, and no, it doesn't. Plus, in general, I'm not like it was a nice. I would appreciate a more clean from scratch code base, which they had, and now they migrate to Skier, the new vector rendering graphic library thing that everyone uses. So yeah, but how should we try it? I was like, this is really silly. Like we do open source software, but don't package it. Like, how should we try it? How should our users try it? Like, this is wrong. Like, you don't ask people not to package open source software. That is, how should stuff get tested? Like, basically, don't show the world how broken our pre-alpha code base. Also, like, the code base last year it rendered our T2 website. Now it doesn't even build anymore. So like, it isn't supposed to be tried. Now this is bullshit. Like it's like you don't advance software by not trying it. Like tell me you don't want to ship a successful browser by telling people not to try it. Like this is bullshit. Yeah. I was like, if other external people don't like, then years later when they eventually say like no try it and then like hey it's completely broken because like nobody tested it for years and nobody gave feedback of like hey you're not doing that, so it's like anyway okay, so it doesn't build for nothing. That's off to a good start. Like everything else cross builds. Hey, use this old browser for other architectures. Like everything else builds, even Firefox. But like this thing, it's like nah, you're piece writing that wrong. What is this thing doing? So it fails the same for Alpha and PowerPC. That's off to a good start. What the heck are they doing there of checking for pthread create in unsupported, wait, what? Unsupported MBSS code? What do they even freaking do there? PowerPC things aliasing no must no exec stack build ID. What the heck? Like, why do they have here Unix build? Like, why do they link here and say symlink here Unix gold? Like, do they symlink or what are packages even doing? It's like you had one freaking job. It's like if packages would just build normally, but no, they need to do cursed stuff. What do you do here? Is that symlink to my system or what? Well, that is a PowerPC goal, so that's in. I'm not sure why they do that, but lib thing of like, why the heck do they symlink that there? Probably it's like no idea. Fix above error. What precisely is going on here? Somehow a lot of tests fail here. So they use GCC. At least that is the output. Also, pro tip, not all output is correct here. I have no idea what's the how do you even find that? Maybe it's time to go for configure things. Which configure is it? Is it this one? No. Okay, Python 2 in some other cursed. Where is the cursed configure? Even where the freaking configure? Building and debugging is so time consuming. Yeah, exactly. Especially everyone YOLOs their stuff together. Hey, welcome, Notek, welcome. We are not met at pre-alpha state. They can't not publish and get random OS dev support. What? Yeah, you can, exactly. You can tell people it's pre-alpha, right? Like, goodbye and good luck and maybe send patches. I'm more like randomly making it more kaput than it, like, unfinished software is unfinished. Yeah, but they don't need to constantly, like tell me your engineering skills don't scale by constantly breaking it. I mean, why not release early, release often, but maybe just don't constantly break it in unforeseen ways and adding more. Like, cause like people donated $1 million for an independent code base. Like the first thing you do when you get $1 million from GitHub or so, like previous GitHub founder or whatnot, it's like the first thing is you migrate to Skier for like giving up your independence of independent clean code base. But I'm not about pre-alpha status. I'm more mad like they constantly break it and it works less than last year. But yeah, I'm not asking for support. I'm only asking for not constantly breaking it. Yeah, but we have pthread, like something majorly, like the systems have pthread. It's doing something entirely wrong. he's saying that because it was when we first packaged it and then the team changed everything about it. Yeah. Basically, also pro tip, don't constantly change everything, right? Like, but I rather publish early and often. People also are more motivated to send feedback and patches in. I love the statement. It works. Yeah, exactly. It's, okay, so what is the thing doing that it must do something entirely stupid? I only wonder which configure file is it. Do we see how they run it? Do they print where they mods config? Where the heck do they have? Like this build system is so cursed that PS util. Which generating CD configure? Because we need to figure out which configure they even run, because obviously it's not some top level configure. It's some cursedly auto, like 25-year-old auto build configure from somewhere. Do we have Mach built already? Because then we could PSAX grab configure. What do they run here? Yeah, you need to stop your processes and old configure. Of course, they run old configure, or maybe old configure. Let's see. No. Here's some. Wait, what? A bit. Wait, what? Why is there so much freaking space? I was like, where's the file? It's like, you generate there's so much space so people don't see it. Like seriously. Oh. Do we have then config? Do we have that here? Where's our probably an object thing? So, yeah. Oh, you had me at pthread. So running, so that's what where is it running? Okay, let's go to the end. So what does it do here? CPU ID? What? IO age? Combat, where's the pthread thing? Ah, right, it didn't fail yet. I did that is why. Okay, now we know what it's running. Let's let it finish. Open it again. So checking pthread. I mean, maybe just some no exec, like maybe that stuff here. Ellie returned. So that is that. So that is LD error. Maybe overwriting. Yeah, the question is, so what do they? Okay, they just want a pthread. So that's what they want to test. And that is the mess they made out of it. Like basically, if they would done nothing, it would work. But this clever, smart pens people was like, let's sparkle some cursed random shit in there. Let's waste everyone's peak. Like probably built on macOS. I was like, yeah, cool. So CRT began unsupported BSS PLT code. What does it even mean? MBS PLT. What is that doing? Generate code that uses PLT section LD. That LDSO fills and requires things and both available things. This is a sys5 ABI option. What precisely did it do here? PowerPC GNU conf test. No strict aliasing. No math error. No. That stuff here. Maybe that is breaking it? I don't know, y'all. Dash B? Like, why does this do it itself, or where is that even coming from? Dash B, build option, build ID option. Now unresolved symbols. Checking for 64-bit OS. It has that already here for 64-bit standard atomic requires all atomic. What does it do there? Does it add this enable gold? When it is not already the default. Maybe disable gold? Developer options, most false gold. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's see what happens if we Arctic. Disable gold, maybe. So this should not be all hard-coded, but does that change anything? And welcome everyone, increasing number of people tuning in here. Probably building and debugging. Okay, we have been there saying that. No, this also doesn't. Ah, here. Okay, no, this fixes this. This fixes it. Don't force gold. Like, yeah, probably hard coded. Maybe. I mean, maybe this tech stuff. Alex, like whatever. Okay, that we're getting there. So GTK. Let's build GTK. Let's hope it cross builds. It probably should, right? It's T2, so probably some crazy guy years ago probably patched that to cross build. Oh, also, you know what? We're not building this with all sweats. Ah, this is already 32 though. Lost the statement here. Docker got an audio added too, but I'm subs might be a Twitch bug. What? When it's kicks. Okay, so we ignore the shared file, or we should patch this sooner than later. This was the only thing Arcticfox needed, right? Let's give it a try. Heavily in my project's dev environment things SSE ISO or something. Old configure failed. Why does old configure still fail? Fix above errors, building POSIX features. What is its problem now? Hello, where's your error? Configure cannot run C program. If you want to cross-use host, libffi. Okay, so do we have any extra enablement for Firefox cross things? No. Which, I mean, we could. Okay, let's use it here in my hopefully clean tree. Let's check out a way older. Like, when did we start to be able to cross-compile Firefox? 2021? Yeah. Space without titles. Did we had anything here back in the day? Cross? No. Target? No. What was a good shot? So cannot run bulk use host if you want to cross compile. How do we run running? You know what we run? Kit has host target host not even often. Actually, maybe can we system lib FFI? Do we have a lib FFI? Yes. Question is it old enough? Yeah, that happens when people when things build their own things, rendering their own. System FFI. Please. So for the best. That did not yet went well. This still wants FFI. Why? Any typo? Package installed lib FFI. Enable system FFI. If they're just for standards, it would be so easy, but everyone needs to YOLO their own build stuff. It's amazing. Do we not? Why do we not FFI? Also, this X libraries here is wrong, right? Why is this wrong? Also, this probably ain't used. Or does it? Actually, that's a good question. Did it use anything else, or actually it did use both? Why is this FFI thing not in there? Package and and who spotted that first? Someone. Matic. Yes. Has to be, yes. I should watch my comments more often. Okay, this is also wrong. Who put that in there? We copied this from Arcticfox, right? That needs to be package prefix. So like, maybe if you don't put it wrong in there, it would work. because then I don't know. It was wrong. We did pale moon here, right? Let's where is it here? Let's try if pale moon builds with this fixed pale moon. Also, pro tip, if you copied something and there are bugs, then always fix it in freaking both. So I had this slightly differently grouped here for readability. And yeah, that's completely wrong. Yeah. 4 is because it's yes. By the way, did we test if it works? Did we test it? Wait, is it not installed for some reason? Did we not build it? Whatever. Let's see what happens then. Did we fix this sufficiently? So why don't I build verbose? Right, alright, we need this FFI thing. Yeah. So then pale moon. Oh, that's still pale mooning. That still failed. Couldn't find X libraries. Yay. Okay. Maybe it needs that after all. Maybe X libraries here not enough. That would be too easy if config options would work. Maybe that is why someone put it there. Okay, pale moon is however still pale mooning. What are you working on today? Making web browsing on old RISC systems great again. What we should do sooner or later is in T2 support building cross-compiling for old PowerPC so that we can deliver them continuous integration for Palemoon and Arcticfox based on T2, right? That people finally need to stop messing with other cross-build systems. And there is one true last build system. We probably should rename T2 from to TR1 to 1. How about we rename T2 to hear me out 1 TR1 true one true build system, 1 TR. Yes, I'm aware that Apple named their boot stuff like that because. So I think we probably maybe made some progress of. It looks like it configured or nearly configured. Look at that. Yes, it only needs to build. Then we need to get our Itanium out, our DEC Alpha out, our PowerPC out, our HPPA out, like basically, or like first we maybe maybe first only one out. First we could cross compile this. Given that is so easy with T2, we could first cross compile it for. Actually, I would want to check, can we? It's like pale moon is still pale mooning. So like my system is fully busy. Like probably a load of 64 approaching, maybe. Because pale moon is also okay. Load not 64 because it's embarrassingly single-threaded linking. But that is how amazing T2 is, right? Like 2.5 hours later, and we have it freaking cross-compiling for PowerPC. That is the true power of the one true build system you shall ever need. What is it doing so long? Hello? Do you still? Okay, it still does something. Can we finish linking? I want to try it. Also, okay, that was pale moon. What I want to try is let's first let's finish it linking. My muscle memory does not like that. See, is that a stray? I think that is a stray. No, It looked like that, no? Maybe we color this wrong for some reason. Oh, that failed. That's unfortunate. Object exceeds maximum object size. Oh, that's ICU. Okay, theoretically okay. System ICU. Let's hope. Let's hope it builds with a 10-year-old, 10-year newer system ICU. Seriously. So order of importance also. Let's try this again. No, it could fail because like it's only constant change and regressions. Probably API too new, API changed. Okay, that is site customized Pi. Are you freaking kidding me? Also, this failed somehow. Why does it fail now? Litum Xul. Why did this fail? Previously, you know what? I enabled LTO. That is probably why. Yeah, the more we test, one proper masking there, some masking duct tape. Whoa, Python C, normal. Yeah, I just undeleted because even in T2, we finally 25 years later, we had this annoying, remember when until some years ago, Firefox, like 2 years or so ago, Firefox needed autoconf 2.13 from 1998, no freaking kidding. And I was like, 2 years ago, finally you can build Firefox with this 25-year-old dusty autoconf garbage, and I deleted it. So today I undeleted it because lo and behold, of course, Arcticfox not only needs Python 2 and Pale Moon, but it also needs still. It hurts so much. Like, why does this fail now? Right, probably API. Error, strings, invalid template, non-things of U16 stuff. Yay, as if I had seen that coming. That's amazing, isn't it? Commit early, commit often, mostly fix Arctic for to close. So the only thing we needed was GTK +2, right? Still need to tackle this ICU4C thing in a second. If you actively depend, you basically abandon your projects here. I mean, to be fair, the Firefox codebase cursed, but even Firefox, even Firefox was super lazy. I mean, yeah, probably Firefox codebase surprised, so cursed. Mozilla couldn't port their shit to Python 3 for 10 years, let alone autoconf for 20 years. But if I would take over a browser, that's my first, one of my first, like maybe not the very, very, very first thing, but like the second first thing, this is the second thing I would get rid of this. Like, how do they want to maintain Arcticfox going forward with Python 2 and AutoConf 2.13, like forever? No, and they are not based on an LTS version of Firefox. They are basing on a vintage version, like a pre-LTS version of Firefox. They are basing on probably a decade-old version of yeah. But hey, as added bonus, it has the potential of maybe work on Tech Alpha and Itanium. Like, obviously, we need a browser. 2025, we need a browser for Itanium. Yeah, you see without LTO it also links like instantly. So alpha. Verbose Arcticfox. Pale Moon. Did we Pale Moon already? Opt. Pale Moon. What they were thinking about this stupid tips, I also don't know. Didn't build yet. What takes you so long? Make install. Why does freaking make install take like forever? You had one job and that was installing. I think I need to eat a little bit not to have. Let me try if my open yogurt is still. Oh, duplicate. Oh, this is elf. Is this? Oh no, duplicate what? Did it do something? Find duplicate things. Okay, this is okay. This is just shared file. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay, now we have pale moon. And it pale moons. Yay. Amazing. So, was there something else? I mean, do we have system LTO here, FFI? Wait, what? Wrong. Okay, so we have those two. Let's see. I mean, the question is, does this also force roll? You know what? I'm tempted to apply the same thing. Otherwise, it will most likely not work for many architectures. Let's see if they support the latest FFI. And also strip we should wire on debug, but that is for others and another day. Also, we could have shared old Firefox stuff in a shared file thing. Let's try this once more. And let me see if my yogurt is still eatable. ICU 5C, yeah. It's like, and wait, what? Did I, wait, what? You saying typo? Oh, how did this happen? What? How did I freaking do that? What the heck? It says auto increment. Okay, it doesn't build for LTO for some reason. Or was maybe I built with LTO. Did I not? What? Because I got an update here. So some fix wasn't in there yet. That's not ideal. Oh, LTO. Okay, maybe it's only LTO. Let's try this again. Also, Pale Moon, unknown option, system ICU. They don't have system ICU. Like, why has every bloody project here? Like, how can they not have system ICU? Are you freaking kidding me? Why is every fork from Firefox ripping out their options to their liking? Bizarre shit. You Press some button in VI. You mean key on the keyboard? That's not impossible, but why is this not systemizeu? Or they usually doesn't work. We better hide this option. Like option does not support latest API. Option delete. If I'm not well later than it was this yogurt. I think I opened a second one and had one in the back of the fridge, but I don't know. But it's not yet moldy, so needs to be eaten. Share, like, and subscribe, and Patreon if you don't want that I eat old yogurt. Core maintainer in RISC too cheap to stay alive. Remember when whole browsers built in 3.5 minutes? That were golden times, huh? Your build was successful. Arcticfox 4, except it was successful and then it wasn't? What did it do here? Or is it this elf hack? Host name? Unknown host? Your build was successful and then we match things. How does this break now? Is this bloody elf hack or what? exec format error. sh sign launcher thing. What? We built the browser and then some lib sign fails with I don't know about. That is ridiculous. SSC had no other random shit to fix. I mean, we could. This is all ridiculous. Let's first see if that here helps any. I mean, we could, like, if that helps, of course, then only for non-x86 or so. So that worked, I guess. No, why did I even test? Why did I rebuild this? Ah, wait, wrong. Ah, wait, what? Did I even build the right thing, or where am I even? I'm not sure what I did now. Unless did this error out already with LFAC not supported? I think I did here something stupid. No, but there is a space in disable tests. Or not. Is this somehow mishighlighted? I don't understand. Okay, YOLO. Okay, that is optional here. So that is FFI. Something of that sort. And no LTO stuff, but yeah. Was it built without that? No, that was not it. Wonderful. So checks for both. Let's see if we can build without. The only thing is we broke this GTK icon cache thing now. Okay, Pelmoon starts building without that. Okay, that's probably fine. Actually, it's something similar in Pelmoon, right? But Pelmoon. Yeah, we have here NP API. The question is, does that work for Arcticfox? No, I think it is already no LTO. So this has hard-coded GTK plus. Wait, did we not have that here? What? Did I have to delete that? I think it's already LTO, no LTO. It looks like some code signing. I will take a look in a second. I just wanted to have here the other global things first. Here we have that. Why is that? Did we have to delete that from? Did it not have this option? Did we actively delete that? Maybe? Does someone remember if we deleted? Probably we deleted that one. Oh, non-option, yes. That is really sad. I would prefer not to ship that. I mean, we could patch it away probably. But it might take an hour or two. I once did this years ago for Firefox. Do they have here any GTK-2 GTK? Mods widget toolkit GTK3. Mods enable GTK. Why do they have GTK2 and 3? Why do they have both? This is probably, I mean, given they have both, I have the suspicion it is for this bloody API stuff. So it's widget toolkit, but any enable GTK has this here. Okay, we probably want to patch this away later. That's unfortunate for now. Good that we double checked that. We probably had that already earlier, but so much cursed stuff even I forget, unfortunately. Can't remember each nonsense. Rebuild what we deleted. Wonderful. Anything else going? No. Oh, wait, new unreads. Ah. That's also wrong, damn it. Welcome, everyone. So then let's see what signing they do there. Heise responded. Wie ich sehe, haben Sie aus meinem Kürzel einen Namen gemacht. You really think I'm so lazy? I'm a professional CEO. If you give me your two-letter Heise thing, I quickly Google your website. Vielen Dank. Yeah, welcome. I mean, do you think I sent you anonymously onto two-letter acronym? I'm a professional. Send it to the colleague. Let's see. Did you see the CVE thing is going down? Yes, it's ridiculous. Let's make security great again by like, hey, there are no bugs anymore. Like, hey, let's fix IT security bugs by deleting it. Of course, I will. If this goes, I mean, I don't like. So as we build a new website, right? Did I send this to our Discord? Maybe I did. I should check this. I basically now have too many project overload. I thought I published this in here on our, but I don't want to publish. Basically, currently I'm in the let's see what we can do with one major news a day. If this becomes factual, then I just don't want to become like Phoronix. First of all, like yesterday, I nearly had no news until I accidentally stumbled over the flight gear update, which also similar to T2, I think no major news site or nearly no news site had flight gear. How crazy is this? The most monumental open source project of terabytes or whatnot, or gigabytes of flight simulation scenery and stuff, right? The most monumental, like maybe even the best open source game, or like not game but simulator, and no news site covers it, right? This is just sadly, yeah. Making America hackable again, yeah. I personally like, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's see if that is final. Then we will news there. Maybe I polished it here. Yeah, but so I mean, to be fair, they were friendly and like, hey, she responded. It's progress. At least they didn't hang up on me. It's like, please stop harassing us. Stop calling us. Actually. Okay, whatever. Where did we security? Yeah, here we posted that. Okay, so where are we? GTK, Arcticfox. One last time here. While it's set for America, for the rest of the world, it doesn't change much because the rest of the world has greatly funded things, plus the security researchers organize it themselves anyway. So it only changes some public awareness in America, basically making the rest of the world more organized and stronger while America fails more again. I think it doesn't even have the biggest impact, probably. Plus, like other people, like the Linux Foundation hates the CVE anyway, which I find silly. But I find so many things silly in the Linux Foundation because, like, prominent Linux people, like maybe even Linus Torvalds or so, or others, Greg Krotman or whoever. I remember a talk where some main Linux figures talked against CVE of like. They didn't like it somehow, whatever. I find, yeah. But whatever. So this will, of course, fail in 2 minutes or so. Let's already T2 clean. We can already park a shell in there. So I clean that already, not to have all those random, like not to run out of memory. But you see, 5 years, we are really coming to the polishing, right? Like yesterday's mass substitution of making our source more readable, immediately fixing my regressions, updating flight gear in the middle of the night. Actually, we could fix this patches. Welcome, right? Who of you homework? Who of you wants to be the first to send a patch for making flight gear build again? And yeah, increasingly, sure, I packaged Arcticfox years ago, which I was like, Nah, okay, let's metadata, better than nothing. Too stupid for me to build 3 years ago, but now, like 3 years later, you see what some donations and a deck alpha, like you only give me a deck alpha and Itanium, and I immediately make a browser, like, or nearly. I mean, hey, deck alpha I only got 2 months ago, so nearly immediately make some browser. Great for them. So we're still waiting. Oh, it failed. So it failed in subprocess packager of build browser install things. Also diagnostics, right? Where the heck even is it? Now see in developer guide. So you just build Firefox. Alpha. Also, like, if you, this is a recurrent case of if you just write normal code, it will just build, right? But no, we make it build and then, yeah, we screw it up during installation. Like, can you please stop here, stuff? Lipsoft, like, if you wouldn't try to, what do you even try to do here? Lipsings check, like, what the heck is that even freaking doing? Where is it? Also wrong here. Here somewhere? Yeah. What the heck? Where the heck is it? I don't understand. Executing this bin? Or is it the output? Oh, it's the output file. Sorry, it's this bin. This bin. What you're trying to do? Wrong. Somewhere else. Oh, here. It's here somewhere. No. Was it sign? Shell script? No, thank you very much. That is, no, it's, this is native. NSS command. What is it doing? Create checksum file for NSS libs. Can have multiple variants. Code from subject to when. Does it tries to wait? It tries to run that? What does it try? Make, install? Executing. I thought it's. So try to run that. OS error exec format. I thought it tries to just straight try to run that. Can we not sign it? Question is, which bloody make file is that? Actually, we could. How do we run install? Python thing. Okay, it's probably will not work if I wanted to like replace it with. But okay, we need to know how to run install anyway. How do we run this? Nach install. Okay, that's easy. I don't even remember this from Firefox. That is a crazy part. In packager 41 somewhere of look, here's elf hack. What was it? 41, 51? I forgot. 51 omnijar stage package. Maybe we just need to disable some packaging thing. This is one. First things build nk install browser 21. Browser install. Wonderful. Install 41 packager. Then GR 100 boost errors. Sorry to hear that. You can disable install and copy. Yeah, worst case. But also it was working. Like, do we do anything in Firefox? Noch install, disable installer. Any packaging here? It built with Firefox and then stage package omnijar. What the heck is omnijar? Packager pie. Find duplicates. Optimize jars. Thunderbird? Packaging JavaScript show. Minifile. Disable compression. Why do people always do such crazy things? All they needed was install some files. Minimalism, really not, people really not having it anymore. Packager pie. So packager pie line 41. What? Sign lumps, list of libraries to schlup sign. Launcher can launch. If not, compile environment. Libs in join parse. Launcher can launch. If not is Mac and build config string something compile environment. Let's pretend we are a Mac. False is not defined. Global name false. Oh, come on. What is capital false? Oh, damn it. Did I patch this wrong? If not if. We not install something. Just why does it install into the wrong base? Do you know? Okay. I have the suspicion this will also... A rebuild will probably not fix this. Wait, what? Serve opt Arcticfox? Why does it install into serve opt Arctic? What did it do there? Serve. How does it get to serve? I don't understand how it, like, how does this even freaking happen? What are those people freaking doing? Mods harness zip. What var does it use to prefix this with serve? Why does stuff always do such strange stuff? 142 install 14 dist idl tar create things of this dear SDK dear. Why do we not have this dear? Firefoxes. Here, we do, but we do this globally. In Mos, do we not include Mozilla Conf? Do we not source it because it's too incompatible or stuff? Yeah, to do share more with other things. So let's pre-test this. It did more than nothing. Hey, we have a Arcticfox for Tech Alpha, I guess. 64-bit alpha unofficial things. Look at that. Look at that. We have that. Let me quickly take.
Coded all night, no one cared. Tried to share, but no one stared. No retweets, no blogs, no hype. Just me and my machine in the dark night. I sent emails, hey, check this out. They left me unreplied, filled me with doubt. No one's interested, try again someday. Now they call it brilliant, guess who's getting paid? I reached out to tech sites, hey, look what I made. They laughed and said, come back when you can pay for ads, okay. Too late, now you're ringing my phone. Where were you when I built this all alone? Too late, now you want an interview. But back in the day, I was nothing to you. Just a one-man coder, it'll never take off. That's what they said while they scoffed. No investors, no team, no press, no deals. Now they all want a piece. Tell me, how does it feel? Bro, let's do a podcast, your story is wild. Oh, now you want to talk? Man, that took a while. Too late, now you're praising my code. But when I needed support, you left me alone.
Everyone always calls when we are hard at work. So then one final try that could fix some things, right? Package www, we are live again, right? Arcticfox things of what fix no running things. Bam. Let's see. And while at it, did I delete? Probably I deleted the GTK thing, Arctic. But the good thing is that I mean, despite old and stuff, but hey, it builds. Okay, all right, for PowerPC, we also need some ICU thing. But yeah, proof of concept. Hey, it cross builds. Yay. And welcome everyone. So restart things. Oh, this is also wrong. So what else do we have here? Probably not much. Should we take a peek whether every beta driver more important? Yeah, everything more important than T2 Linux? Of course not. Go read an actual news site. If you want to work on our news site, applications welcome. Let's also make news sites great again. So, okay, we would need ICU. Maybe I go for lunch first, and then we make an evening live stream over like, can we make ICU for C? Or someone else sends a patch in the meantime, right? Don't ask me to patch everything. Maybe send some patches or patronage or buy me coffee things. Patches welcome, mostly working. Then I guess what we will do, so unfortunately GTK2, that's really a downturner, but we could then internal build all for, how do we call this, Xorg or stuff? Desktop here, right? So our desktop actually, you know what, currently we don't even, I guess what we would need is, I guess we would need a list. I guess we need a second list of, does it really do Firefox? Because I guess we redo this here. And that would basically be alpha HPP MIPS. Actually, yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, excuse me. Package cell. Where's our package cell thing? We have here somewhere ArcP stuff or so. Do we not have any X things here? Ah, yeah, package cell. Look at that package cell. Do we have var append? No, that's unfortunate. So what's build doing? Build, yay! You know what we will try? IA-64 2 GTK plus 2. And then Arcticfox or Itanium, don't even have that here. IA-64. And then we will, no. Did I not package that? Did I not copy and paste this sufficiently? Package cell equals. Do we have here any package cell thing or echo this thing? So no. Later, slightly different, but for today, package cell Firefox XGTK plus 2 Arcticfox. Something of that sort as a reminder for next time. Itanium, yeah, shared file, yeah, not amazing, but Arcticfox. Arcticfox. What's your PC spec to be able to compile Linux? You can compile Linux on completely decade-old shit. I mean, it might take a week. But like if you, even on 10-year-old stuff, it might only take an hour or two. I can like, you don't need, like, so I have a 1750X, like even I don't have the latest shit because, yeah, cheapskate. 17950X built Linux kernel in 4 minutes, like all modular, everything 4 minutes. If you LTO it for release 8 minutes or 7 or whatnot. So basically 10-year-old, like, or micro, even Steam Deck, like that's a Steam Deck. Even Steam Deck 15 watt AMD custom APU, like maybe 1 hour or stuff. So you, or like, or maybe longer. Like even like decade old, like Intel 4 ultra low voltage thing of quad core, whatnot, or whatever that was in a, or dual core with hyper threading in a Microsoft Surface, like maybe 2 or 3 hours or whatnot, right? Like, sure, is it comfortable? No, but yeah, but okay, Raspberry Pi faster than Microsoft Surface Pro. Yeah. Like, yeah, Raspberry Pi, I didn't like, maybe 1 hour stuff, right? Latest Raspberry Pi here, like maybe, I don't know, an hour. Can't be that bad. But yeah, if Raspberry Pi 4, like maybe 2 hours and stuff, something of that sort. So, Itanium made that stuff also great again. Can't believe it. Do we have any randomly stray? Okay, we have a couple of randomly stray things here, but www. Oh, we have some stray things. T2CI, Arcticfox, and Pale. Moon. What? Node things Arcticfox. What? Arctic, what is whisper typing? Fix Arcticfox and tail. Moon to Ross. Compile. Just like this. 3 hours? It was 2.5 hours. Some 5 minutes ago it was 2.5. How did we get in 5 minutes from 2.5 to 3.5 hours? Like somehow I feel like in one. Oh, seriously. Expected. This P, I felt like I didn't press it sufficiently. As pale. Cross compile. What did I do that, or what was it? Wire FFI for pale. Probably that's it. Probably mostly. Amazing. Oh, that failed. That's why did, or is it? How did Itanium fail now? You thought you're done. Can people not write portable code that doesn't randomly fail? Is that too much to ours? Error LD, that value, hidden symbol, atomic increment. That's probably not PR IA-64 atomic increment ain't defined. That's unfortunate. I don't have high hopes that clobbering this with L. Is it the right one? Is that Arctic? L atomic IA-64 will probably not randomly take care of this, will it? You know what? I think we didn't use all threads to build this. Then yeah, minor things. So this portable code, right? Glorified C, the glorified assembler macro preprocessor. And people write so strange code like, yeah, obviously assembly, hex, and optimization, and then yeah. Like this is also like somehow if you write halfway decent C, in my opinion, it should also basically just work on basically non-cursed architectures. Don't start that Itanium is a cursed architecture, but like this stuff of like you randomly get here. Okay, this of course I didn't expect that to. Okay, outside, well, like it's probably it's the same, right? Return things of link or PR and is although and okay, whatever. That didn't work. Then let's one last pass for. Did we PowerPC again? You know what? I want to see I want to see that on my SJ02A as APU all. File. It did the whole thing is, nah, okay, whatever. Yeah, so that's probably still the same. No? Wait, what? Did I delete that? I thought I rebuilt that. Maybe not. Itanium, did I not rebuild? Apparently I didn't rebuild that. Yeah, so close. So easy to introduce code with undefined behavior. Yeah, it is, but like this atomic stuff is also, yeah. System NSPR thing looked like it was using external. Good question. I would think this 10-year-old code base usually incompatible, but everything is worse. Basically, I did the basic enablement. Like if any of you deck loving SPARC and stuff, right? Any of you wants to make this greater, patch is welcome as usual. Even you only signed integer overflow shifting. So probably at least ICU4C big endian stuff, like preferable system ICU, but that is apparently currently incompatible. Basically can't be that hard. Like you can't tell me it's that hard to change tiny little bit of ICU API. It's like you should really not run uname. How often does detail need to tell you? Like don't run uname. Like simply no, stop. Like don't, like why do you do that? Stop it already. Everyone should just use T2 Linux and the world would be a better place. But I hope desktop audio stopped good. So I think this will fail in ICU, but might be LTO related, you never know. But we always need one more fix for the next live stream. How should we live stream the next one? If Golem, did their news do anything? Yeah, basically Lego, Railway, Zuckerberg, Meta AI, car sharing, minor details, Bitcoin cruise ship, okay, campings, like, hey, shall I subscribe T2 camp in 1 to 3? Yeah, this must be this quality IT news. Yeah, the last article from 2010. Like, remember when I wrote my own thing there? Did I write this myself? Probably not. Jens. The founder himself, my good friend. Yeah, there were times when company founders run their news sites themselves and of course you is. Yeah, probably. Hey, to be fair, I didn't write my own news. I wrote under others. Appreciate all those news. I appreciate all those news. Videos. The early days founder himself wrote. Later days employee wrote. And then when he was close to selling it, he wrote one again. Okay. Yes, since founder sold his news outlet, nobody does news anymore. Anyway, hey, that freaking build. The question is, does it work or does it big endian? I think I'll leave this for you to select subscribe. I'm hungry and I cannot be each day hungry. So shall I subscribe? Let's test this tonight. The only other thing would be my precious Octane. Octane. And O2 GTK plus 2. Let's quickly, one last thing. Does it build for MIPS? So we are mostly there, except maybe ICU might crash, plus preferably using system libraries. And Itanium and hey, Deck Alpha linked, so that's probably something to test. Good that we recently fixed. Remember when recently we fixed XORG server not floating point exception dying in Deck Alpha with GTK applications? Thank goodness. What's next? M68K? Yeah, we could. We could actually do that for RISC 532 if we wanted, because for RISC 532, I mean, it probably should be trivial to fix Firefox to build for RISC 532. Of course, it does for 64. Yeah, we also need to fix the shared files. It is also like, do we probably not use all threads, right? MIPS. Actually, I mean, we could. Which do we have? Wait, what? What did this fail here? How does this fail? MIPS not supported. Error occurred. Called mach command. Oh, do you not know? You're not knowing what MIPS or what? The following data failed to recognize operating system. What do you mean with you don't MIPS? What do you mean you don't MIPS? Okay. That's unfortunate. Basically need to fix it. Which SPARC did I build? Did I build both for testing purposes? Download. I built, okay, I built both. I'll look at that. Okay, that's unlimited. Probably edit manually builds. Can it be so hard to enter 100? Arcticfox and build target. This is 32. So there are two different things. One thing is SPARC version 9, the other is SPARC 64, like pure 64 or 32-bit user space. Peak efficiency already pre-typed while building. I mean, it starts building. Okay, so MIPS needs some minor enablement. Hopefully minor. It should be portable C code, right? Also, we could do this. They're both just because. So let's see if it correctly generates and links 32-bit code and the other correctly links and generates. And did I not dash V? Why is it dash V? Okay, system is busy. immediately noticeable if you have a load of 64. Yeah, shall I subscribe? Let's later tonight test this and make patch MIPS to also build. Surprisingly few subs, follows, and things today. Okay, that at least configures. Um, and feeding all channels. Okay, that didn't go quite well. Atomic fetch 8. Okay, and that is okay. Then that could usually fix with L atomic. I mean, that's a little bit misleading. It's technically wrong. We shouldn't. This is a T2 limitation. I need to figure a way to improve this. So this is because we manually changed that. So T2 thinks it's building SPARC 64, but it's building SPARC. What's going on here in? What problem does it have? Atomic 32 things cannot convert atomic word to things in singleton H. Yeah, that probably they probably have SPARC 64 and SPARC version 9 wired up incorrectly. Like some are probably the cursed Sunway, or nobody tested that, or yeah, maybe it was working. Maybe it's a regression. Maybe it was always wrong because Sun. Yeah, I guess we're mostly through. What we will eventually do is quad core the RISC 32 bit on FPGA, but that is for another video. Probably not the highest hopes of. Golem responded. Thank you for your message. I will send it to a. Send it to a colleague who worked on Linux things. Let's see if we can. How do you get news into mainstream news? You freaking call them like it's the 80s. Yeah, so that worked. Can you believe that is amazing? File, so at least some. So we have SPARC 64, we have MIPS. You know what? Do we have people tuned out already? Why did I start the off moderation when it's your fault, your miss? So SPARC 64, IA-64. Let's quickly, so that's probably should be the right. Opt Arcticfox bin Arcticfox. Look at that as a link. Yes, let Arcticfox things of Arcticfox Look at that 32-bit SPARC 32 plus things. Amazing, right? And then what is MIPS doing? What is MIPS doing? Can we make MIPS also great again? Mach build things of fix file here of this command like this. Seriously, MIPS. This how does this not MIPS? Does it not have MIPS Linux in here? MIPS Linux, but why is Linux capitalized here for? Okay, let's what is a precise error? The precise error is doesn't know script modified things. So it this config guess shit, like seriously? Like how does it not melon MIPS 64? You freaking kidding me? MIPS 64 Linux. And why is how is this failing? That really failed. How does it fail? Unable to guess. Config guess system type. Are you freaking kidding me? How does that go wrong? I mean, we could simply update this. Or like everything else built. This is why you're not vendoring and vendoring custom shit. Everything else builds, and then it's like, yeah, but not this. Wait, what? Where is it even now? Somehow edited the wrong file here. What is going wrong here that this does not have it? Okay, it libc GNU of okay. Wait, what? What is going on here? Uname MIPS 64. Eval trap. mktem cc for. This is also the wrong one. Wait, what? CC for build CC? That is literally wrong. I mean, it is probably in here, but then this test goes wrong. Does this error out if... What is happening if we MIPS 64 T2 Linux new CC? It's not going much better. This is why do we always need to debug such stupid shit? It could just build, but you need to do strange things. Why? Why do you do strange things? Where is it even? Look at this. Oh, here is it. It does use the right. Unable to guess. Like, why is this XX? So it wants here somehow dash E dummy C grep. Why does this not work? If else nothing. If CPU then exit. Undev if sed MIPS it eval that. I don't understand what it even evals here. Yeah, they try to run the compiler to determine if it's MIPS. I mean, you could determine this. Like basically, this is also dumb. Like it's MIPS cell. Like you shouldn't do that. Like the uname machine should have that. Like this is completely broken. Also, like, don't like some person wrote this for like I don't even know why people always write shit like this. Like someone probably wrote this 20 years ago. You know what? The question is what is even in this file? Is that expanded or not? Is that a shell issue of like, is it not expanding to? But so this is somehow not expanding. So like, so does it even like, how does it even work? Because I only see here like, here they do that like, but what? Set, sorry, okay, this is how this works. Okay, it's just, which MIP cell things are even defined here? If we, no, what did I, last second fit finger here, what? MIPS T2. Glory, okay. This, okay, sorry, I did this wrong. Okay, first, okay, they didn't use the right compiler. GNU, what was it, ABA and 32 or stuff? Okay, I said, okay, GNU, ABA and, okay, if we run this with the right compiler, maybe it works. Yeah, now it works. So all the other architectures, it didn't have to test anything. It's like they have a CC var they use for the whole project, but for the configure test, nah, this is only set if you set some additional old GNU autoconf var. Yeah, they should be totally. Also, like mostly, you shouldn't care. Basically, they also this is only because they use this GNU autoconf. They surely don't use this in their entire code base at all. For most things, it totally doesn't like just write halfway decent C code. But export this dir and cc for build. The question is now, which is it? Do we use set here just? What? Yeah. Let's hope for this. Did I verbose that? Yeah. You see, for all those who stayed longer, one more free MIPS fix, because obviously 4 hours is the right time to live stream. Starts building. Go figure. Only one stupid fix at a time. Yeah, how many CC wars do we need, right? Bet taken. Will it fully link or? So then we have, actually we've done it to do. So then we have only SPARC 64 and Itanium left. And if we alphabetically sort this, it would look like that. Yeah, if that ain't amazing, then I don't know what is. LVM and friends. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Then, yeah, it only does everything right. Don't delay. Download that today. Maybe that fix SPARC 64 too. That's a good question. I doubt it because it's only configure guessing. It's probably not used in the entire project. It's not impossible, but not very likely, I think. But we will debug that. I'm extremely hungry. Like one is at 16:30. And that build, yay! Making MIPS finally great again. The first time my SGI or Octane, although to be fair, once we started some Firefox, right? Like maybe my Octane once did already run a Firefox. But anyway, right, not forget to commit early and often. So others have fun with that too. Fix Arcticfox. For this electronic SPARC and so right build CC for MIPS. Fix Arcticfox with atomic for SPARC and the right build CC for MIPS config as details. Go figure. Made web browsing great again. Hope you enjoy this vintage and retro and latest state of the art loving Linux distribution. I have to go. I'm hungry. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and donate for keeping my motivation high, fixing all this cursed stuff. And don't forget to help Chris with his Zero AD game so that he can finally enjoy playing on his T2 installations. Hope you enjoyed, learned something. Have a good day or night, and maybe later or so tonight or tomorrow, latest tomorrow, we will actually test those binaries. So see you then, and let's see what we find to radio over.
Too late now, you're writing a piece, but I don't need your clicks, I'm already famous. I sent emails, hey, check this out. They left me unreplied, filled me with doubt. No one's interested, try again someday. Now they call it brilliant, guess who's getting paid? I reached out to tech sites, hey, look what I made. They laughed and said, come back when you can pay for ads, okay.